of our local, our regional and our international viewers, wherever you may be, a very warm welcome to another edition of the program Conversations with ZELISA, where we continue to inform, educate, empower and answer those unanswered questions. I am ZELISA Budusing Rupani, humbly inviting you to sit back, relax, enjoy, absorb as we continue to reach out and transform lives. Directing Hisham Costello on behalf of our team, we'd like to wish each and every one of you a happy Thursday. It's Thursday the 29th of February 2024. If you're celebrating a birthday, happy birthday. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary to you and yours. That's someone special. Don't procrastinate, don't waste time. Utilize it in a very constructive and productive way. Let's quickly go to our quote for today, coming to us with the kind compliments of India in Style Expo, and our quote says, "Life is tough, but so are you." Listen, life is tough, and it's when we're in the middle of a storm or we're facing our challenges that we really understand how truly tough we are, how strong we are. And it, makes us even stronger and wiser as well. That came to us with the kind compliments of India in Style Expo. This is at the Mid-Center Mall. I want to remind you that they're closing on the 3rd of March over this weekend. So remember to check them out. They've only got a couple days there at the Mid-Center Mall. Safe and secure parking, wide aisles, fully air conditioned, a staff that's really courteous and helpful, friendly, and let's not forget the great deals as well. Now, the Fab India Expo will be reopening on the 9th of March. This is opposite Medford gas station in Chagonas. So you can look forward to that on the 9th of March. Fab India Expo, this is opposite Medford gas station. Yeah. So thank you so much, Hisham. So today, my friends, and we've been using on a Thursday to bring you the recording or rebroadcast of the UNC Cottage meeting, the highlights. And today, it's all about securing your family as we continue to inform, educate, and empower so you can make better choices. All right. And let me say good morning and a great day going out to the management and staff of Ducky and Sons Tent Rentals. They are located Katwaru Trace in Penal. Their telephone contact 788-2262, 788-2262. For all of your rental needs, any occasion that you're having and you need your tents and your chairs and your tables, the whole works, please give them a call. That's Ducky and Sons Tent Rental at Katwaru Place in Penal, 788-2262. So sit back, relax, enjoy, have yourselves an awesome day. More importantly, absorb, this is of course the highlights of the UNC's meeting that was held last Monday, and of course it's about securing your family. Enjoy.
You go see blood, and if you squeeze me, you go feel the love. We are one people under the sun, one nation under the law. So who feel the black? Who feel the white? I don't know. But it's sweat till tomorrow night. Who feel the wrong? Who feel the right? Come and go. And all who feel the too bright, let me jump up, let me wind up, party non-stop. Grandma just think we come to play mass. Every creed and class, don't let nothing pass. Like a repetitive, all the love inside the way.
First woman Prime Minister, first woman Attorney General, first woman to chair the Commonwealth of 54 nations, first woman opposition leader. Welcome KPB Plus, solid everywhere.
UNC family, good evening. You can do much better than that, man. Let's hear you. Good evening. What a pleasure and honor it is to join you here in this very beautiful school. This place, our school, has a good history, before I get into the protocols and whatever I have to say. I am proud to say that I built this school when I was Minister of Education. And what happened, we built it, and then we had the 1818 tie, and then we had a year of, hiatus, a hybrid, nothing happened. And then together with our MPs and those of us who were in the cabinet, it was under Mr. Pandey's cabinet at that time, when we had the policy of not one child should be left behind. And when we decided we should build secondary schools throughout the country, I think it was Ryan Rampasat and I talked about the Bishai school, Parrot and Dwen and everything else, and they wouldn't open the school. That's what they did, but we built them. I remember the short man himself, Imbert. He was the one when we were building up in your area in La Hockett School, the Brazil High School, all these schools all over the country to give every child a place. The man said we're building school for Dwen. Maybe and Lagahu, what did he Dwen? Because he's short men or short people. Maybe because they were children, I don't know. But they were against the building of all those schools. And we'll talk more about that. But let me recognize the brilliant speakers tonight. This platform has been so powerful. Let us give them a round of applause. Now, at these Monday night meetings, we try our very best to convey to the audience, nationally and right here as you are here, the work of the UNC as part of our country's leadership. We talk about the contribution of the UNC parliamentarians, of our local government representatives. This crop of LG representatives, they are one of the best that we've ever had for all the corporations. The councillors and the aldermen, they step up and they fight. So we share with you what they're doing, what they plan to do. I share with you my role as opposition leader in guiding not only the UNC, but also over 300,000 plus supporters. And we do that, we guided you through a very tumultuous, polarized time for the last 8.5 years. That was not an easy task. When you look at other political parties struggling to get off the ground, it was not easy to keep this party strong, united over the last 8.5 years. And so we thank all the teams. In a real sense, UNC continues to bring together high ratings, massive turnout everywhere. We can attribute the success to hard work, to consistent leadership that brings a huge puzzle together. Something, as I said, not easy to do. As we continue our journey towards the next election, I agree that we should embrace individuals or groups who share our vision for mainstream politics rather than just a parochial vision. I want you to listen carefully to what I'm saying. We will embrace individuals or groups who share our vision for development, for service to people. But at the same time, we must demand discipline and equal effort from those who wish to join us. We must demand equal effort from those who wish to join us. Third parties are welcome, but they have to also carry their weight. Our anti-crime town hall meetings illustrate that when the national discourse is elevated, so too is the consciousness of people about national issues. And thus far, the feedback has been exceedingly positive. The notion that people want something other than the PNM or UNC, or that our politics is tribal, is not true. The concept, the notion that some peddle about, that people want something other than the UNC or the PNM, meaning people want them. That's what that means. And then say, a vote for us is a tribal vote. It is not true. That is more of a talking point used by people seeking to forge a political space that has never been carefully analyzed. Democracy rules allow each person to vote or not to vote. They do not specify how you must vote. Some persons are single-issue voters. Some people come out and vote, you know why? Because crime is at an all-time high. Some will come out and vote about wages. Some will vote on infrastructure. Some will vote on other issues. So you have single-issue voters. And you have multi-issue voters. The UNC has all of these voters within us. It is up to the parties to present arguments to get these votes, whether single voters, single issue voters, and multi-issue voters. Our national voting patterns also reflect single and multi-issue voters, and we must say so since some third parties, they are campaigning on the false idea, the false notion, the false concept that a vote for the UNC or a vote for the PNM is racially motivated. So in their own breath, they are condemning these two major parties in our country by saying they represent something different. There is a great amount of diversity in both our parties. Isn't that true? Look at this crowd here tonight. Look at this crowd. Look at the UNC crowd. Look at the diversity here tonight. It reflects our society as a whole. There may be policies that are pursued by this government that they say geographically motivated, geographic discrimination and so on. So tell me when, Sandra, you go to vote, you're voting for the UNC because you're voting for race? You're voting for policies and you're voting for issues, and that's what we must all remember, whoever we are, regardless of race, religion, ethnicity. When you cut my hand, you remember Shakespeare, if you cut my hand, you will see the same red blood flowing in my veins as that blood that is flowing in yours. Is that not true? We are only one race. There's only one race. It is the human race. And that's what we are, and that is what we have spoke for, and that is what we will work to rescue everybody in this country. There's a great amount of diversity, I say. The UNC is open to working with any smaller party, with a common purpose and vision. I again publicly invite any smaller party, stakeholder, independent and non-aligned group to speak with us so we can work together to rescue our country. We will work with anyone, even if they haven't seen eye to eye with me in the past. We will work with them because I don't tote feelings. I really don't tote feelings. I'm not toting feelings. I don't mind if somebody said that something bad about me and insulted in the past. I don't mind that. I can forgive that. What do we say? Let bygones be bygones. Let us move on for the greater good, Renel. Let us move on, Dr. Bodo, for the greater good of everybody. I think I started off, if not here, I was coming. Even Jesus Christ, I told you, had detractors. So who is me? Only Kamala Prasad Bisasa. I'm only human. I'm just a one. So will we work together? Do we pledge to work together? So while we invite others to join with us to remove this wicked government, I want to say clearly, and I've said it before and I'll repeat it, I will not tolerate any disrespect to our hard-working and loving rank-and-file supporters of the UNC. I will not. I will not. When they tell me, some people tell me, move this one and move that one. I say, well, what? Put who? You know what? Well, put me now. So I said, the kindergarten boys and girls and them fellas and the old one, they had to go. Why? Because it is me. I'm knocking on the door. Let me in. I tell you, we will not tolerate disrespect to those who carried us through all these hard years, worked with us. You are the people who carried the party on your backs through the toughest times. You are the people who carry me on your backs through my toughest times. And I repeat, I love our rank and file loyal members and supporters. And with each passing day, I love you even more. So we will work together. You sacrificed so much for a great party to keep us going. The rank and file members will not be used and abused and treated as hewers of wood and drawers of water. I will not let that happen as long as I'm here. That will not happen under my watch. You will be treated equally. I am equal to every UNC member. We all share the same importance. Without each other, we are nothing. Somebody used to give me a little saying, They say the leader of the pack and the followers in the pack. Without a leader, there is no pack. And without a pack, there is no leader. That is how we have to work together. Without each other, we are nothing. I remember in the early UNC days, in the Panda days, our supporters were sometimes treated like sheep. The hierarchy of the party at that time would tell us, bring sheep, bring sheep, bring sheep, bring people, and put us all to sit down in the crowd there in Renzi. And then the one or two fellas, every single meeting, they will talk to the sheep. I remember that.
Ducky's Tent Toronto. We're all about the best tents, high quality, with the best service at affordable prices. We'll make your event a memorable one. Located at Katwaru Trace, Pina, or give us a call 788-2262. Ducky's Tent Rental.
Final extension, no further extensions. The India InStyle Expo at the Dome Mid-Center Mall will be closing on the 3rd of March. Big sale and huge discounts, a few days left. Everything must sell. India InStyle Expo at the Dome at the Mid-Center Mall is definitely closing on the 3rd of March.
Just in time for Eid, the Fab India Expo opposite Medford gas station in Chaguanas will be reopening on the 9th of March. We've got unique items available, one-of-a-kind Islamic outfits for male and female. We've got special gift items also available. Join us for iftar every day, also catering the best groom and bridal outfits. Get matching jewelry, footwear, makeup and all that you need. Multi-cuisine food court, reopening on the 9th of March. Fab India Expo opposite Medford gas station, Chaguanas.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life. Because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
Super quality supermarket. Best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Hoover Car Park, Hoover, 98 Endeavour Road, Chaguanas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trinity. Super Quality Supermarket.
Val Park Chinese Restaurant. Experience the flavors of authentic Chinese cuisine for a romantic night out or a family dinner. Our newly renovated cozy atmosphere and professional friendly service makes dining with us an unforgettable experience. We have a well-equipped conference room that caters for meetings and corporate events for up to 50 persons. Safe and secure parking. Val Park Chinese Restaurant. Open every day including Sundays and holidays. Book your table today. Give us a call 645-5474 662-4540.
Lifetime Solutions, manufacturer of metal roofing, panels, framing, guttering, and related products. Located lot number 26, Umera Industrial Estate in Rima. Give us a call 646-5813 for further information. Lifetime Solutions. Give us a call today.
Expression Limited, the #1 leader in tiles. Large stock, unbeatable prices, wide variety. Porcelain tiles, ceramic tiles, wall and floor tiles, residential and commercial, granite and quartz countertops. Best quality quality from Italy, Spain, India, Brazil and China. Conveniently located Monroe Road, Kunupir. Tile Expression Limited. Telephone 693-0015-223 Tile.
I detested that treatment of the rank and file of membership. And when I became your leader, I have tried in every way to change that. That is why we have these various groups, WhatsApp groups, email groups. If I can't meet you personally, we do sometimes some group calls, so at least we are in touch. There's not a single person here from the hierarchy of our party, MPs, senators, activists, down on the ground, local government. You can't say you cannot reach me. The day you say that, you lie. You know what? Because you did not try. You did not try. We have the groups. Up to today, I was responding to some things sent on groups and so on. We have them. And if you say you don't know the group or you don't know the number, well, ask, and it shall be given unto you. Ask. Ask. So I didn't like that kind of treatment. Many times, as much as I could, I know there's always a cost. Mr. Gonzalez, see you down there, great stalwart in our party. See him, give him a round of applause, he's here with us. You will remember those days. You remember those sheep days, don't you? And that is why as often as we could, we try to gather together. We try to hold little functions together and so on, but you know there's a cost to those things. So we will continue trying, but don't come and tell me you cannot reach me. You might not reach me now, because I'm on a platform talking. You may not reach me sometimes we're in the parliament, I'm in a meeting, but I try my best with my strength. So if I cannot answer you right away, at some point I will answer you. I give you that commitment again and ask you, if you want to go and tell people you can't reach me, tell them tonight, Kamala say. So Kamala said, listen, try. If you don't have the number, you don't have the link, try. We have the party headquarters. We have email addresses for them. You can always ask the party headquarters where to find me. Okay? And the same goes to all my MPs, local government reps, senators, same for them. And if you're trying to reach them and you can't reach them, you know what to do? Tell Kamala. Smaller parties must be willing to work and carry their weight. It cannot be that UNC supporters must be sheep, must do almost everything. UNC must host the events. UNC must provide the resources. UNC must bring the supporters, bring the sheep. And then these other organizations want to come, hands swinging, and stand up on the platform and talk. Do you agree with me? You must carry your weight. We are a great party. We are a strong party. We have over 300,000 plus supporters. Do not play the fool with us. We respect our membership. We have to work together. Yes, I agree. But others must say, hey, what is your membership? Did you have an election? My executive is an elected national executive, elected by the membership of this great party. I didn't name myself leader and then pick up 5 and make them deputy. You all, this whole Natex was voted in a democratic election. Remember that. Remember that. So, other parties, yes, carry your weight. Tell us your membership. Tell us how you became leaders of that party. Tell us about your party structures. Are you capable of having independent events? You have to bring something to the table and not just a social media presence, you know. Social media don't win vote, you know. It's warm bodies. With a finger, you have a voting finger. That is where the votes tanku. That is what you know, and that is where they come from. That is where they come from. So these parties, I am saying to them, work, do your own events, build your party, build your membership. So when we sit to talk, you are offering, you're bringing something to the table. You cannot come and take my 300,000 plus UNC supporters, and you can't tell me how many you have. You cannot hold a meeting like this. You can hold a meeting like we held in, where last we were? In Shogunas, in Ibarol, in La Jolla, in Naparima. And please, I'm looking forward to seeing as many of you Monday, March 4th, next Monday in Sandy Grande for our next anti-crime talk. So, it doesn't mean that all of us have to stick up in one room around one table at this point in time. All the smaller parties, independent voices, you do your work. The UNC is doing its work. We are out here every week. We have our pressers every week. We had our pavement reports every week. And these anti-crime talks, boy, brilliant, 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 brilliant. So whilst I explain how we go forward, I am still making the point we are willing to work with anyone who share our vision and our mission to rescue Trinidad and Tobago, who share our principles and philosophy. And so, I want to share some more information because we are in general election preparation mode. I want to update you because you need to know what we're doing. If you don't know, then how can you defend your party and share the information? Following our success in the last local government election, I put the national executive and party arms on a general election footing. We put in place an election management team since last year. So don't think we're sleeping, you know. Don't feel we're jumping up in Carnival and Christmas or New Year's party, you know. We put an election management team since last year, and they have been working since then. We are quite advanced in our general election organization and preparations. I am very proud of our members actively working on the ground. The arms of the party are functioning very efficiently. And it can be reflected, I think Senator John mentioned it before, hundreds of public meetings, press briefings, or events since that 2020 election, and even before, but we've stepped up to the plate. This can also be reflected in the turnout for anti-crime talks, with every event thus far drawing registered numbers. Not talking about the ones standing in the corridor and outside, the registered persons who attended, above 1,300 people for each of those events. And we're not in an election, what you call it, by week. Operation teams have been established at St. Joseph, Tunapuna, San Fernando West. Saddam, Vandana, and Michelle Benjamin have been consciously working their seats of Barataria, Shogunas East, Maruga Tableland. We are also far advanced in Toko Sani Grande, and they have already begun to work in these areas. So we are concentrated initially on the marginals. Those seats that we want to win, those seats we have to hold, and our preparation is on the way and moving on the ground. A number of meetings have been held this week. Many of you have attended that elections management team and then down on the ground itself in these constituencies. Not only that, I want to advise you, we have been doing continuous polling since 2020. That's important. You have to know what the people are concerned about. You have to know what the changes they want to see, what policy aspects they want to see. I want to remind everyone that in that last local government election, the UNC received 43,000 more votes than the PNM. 43,000 more votes than the PNM. And we did that even though UNC fought 31 seats less than the PNM. So take that, take credit, UNC members, as yours, take it. During the LGE, we gave some of our general election 24-25 machinery and messaging, we gave it a test run, and that proved, as I said, so successful. We also have data collected from these test areas where we collated, analyzed, and mapped onto all previous local government and general election data from 1995. 29 years of election data all accumulated together to guide us further. So when you're going in a constituency and you're campaigning, you know where to go. You know where your vote bank is. You know where to look for those voters. This is what this data is showing us, where to go first. You know what they say? Home first. You know where the votes are, especially in the marginals. So you don't spend valuable, precious time going to places where you're getting 2 votes over 29 years. You go where you're getting 290 votes between those poll stations, between those streets and so on. So we've been collecting that and we have it all compiled. We have an accurate record, as I say, of voting patterns, of shifts in population demographics, and messaging going back 29 years.
Ducky's Tent Toronto. We're all about the best tents, high quality, with the best service at affordable prices. We'll make your event a memorable one. Located at Katwaru Trace, Pina, or give us a call 788-2262. Ducky's Tent Rental.
Super quality supermarket. Best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Hoover Car Park, Hoover, 98 Endeavour Road, Chagonas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trinity. Super Quality Supermarket.
Looking for the best in educational supplies? Then come on down to Charon's Bookstore, the trusted name in everything back to school. From uniforms, textbooks, school accessories, stationery, and much more. Our dedicated team is committed in providing the highest quality in customer service. Visit us at number 53 Eastern Main Road, Tunapuna, Train City Mall, Train City, number 24 Eastern Main Road, San Juan, and number 10 Diego Martin, 4 Roads, Diego Martin. Call us at 235-5811.
Are you ready to own your own home? But worried about time, money, and construction? We handle it all. With Docs, you can sleep in your dream. Make a down payment of $100K or $150K and we'll build a 2 or 3 bedroom home on your unused land. A home is an investment into your future, so let's help you invest wise, invest well. Payment plans available. We're only a call away.
Do you have back pain, neck pain, dizziness, blackouts, migraine headaches? Then you need to see us at Synapse Medical Services. Our innovative approach and patient-centered focus ensures that you receive the personalized care needed to fix your muscle weakness, memory trouble, or tingling in your hands or feet. WhatsApp us at 367-9368 or check out our website at www.synapsemedicaltt.com. Synapse Medical Services, building bridges to better outcomes, one connection at a time.
You think we strong only smiling and looking nice? We're working. Your UNC is working very hard. We continuously use this information to strengthen and increase planning for this election 24-25 and preparing for that election. The information from our polling data also informs the strategies to be used for the general election. Our plans and policies are also being developed in line with what people tell us and what they say. The polling data is very positive for the UNC because of the continuous work we have been doing over the past several years. You may have seen, some of you, we have already started rolling out our general election 2024-25 campaign messaging. I'm sure many of you have seen the first phase of our Google ads Anybody here see them? You have to open up your Google and then you'll see them. So every day, our Google ads, we've started rolling them out with messaging. Our messaging and campaign advertising, being prepared and being tweaked as we go along closer and closer down the road. Most of our campaign material has been completed and arranged. I look forward to more of the campaign messaging evolving and being rolled out online and in traditional media. And I invite you and anyone listening to us tonight, please send us any suggestions you may have for campaign messaging, election strategies. We welcome from all of you. This month, our National Executive has also finalized the preparation of a new membership application form, which will now make clear provisions for membership and social media communication. Very important. We have a membership form that dates back to when? Maybe as old as the UNC itself. So we have streamlined that form, and which allows us to gather more data, to make more informed decisions, to send messaging to UNC people. As you know, the old form was obsolete. You cannot collect even WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or other social media forms of communication, which are now in widespread use. You can't get that from the old membership data that we have. The new forms capture more data. We can then use that to allocate human resources within the party more efficiently. These forms will be available at the headquarters from March 1st, 2024, just a few days away. March 1st, 2024. We are no longer accepting the old forms. As I said, this new form is more user-friendly. It allows membership committee to be more responsible in making decisions about accepting persons who have applied for membership. As always, I give you the commitment that all old forms that have been brought in prior to now, and I'm told by Karen at headquarters only today, the last set of forms were brought in sometime in February. All those old forms will be processed by the membership committee. But henceforth, only the new forms will be accepted. So, I am again inviting people, if you have not yet done so, put in your nomination forms. Because soon we will close the nomination process and we will begin screening for seats for the local government elections. We need to get for the general, well, whichever one, for the general elections. Thank you very much. We will begin the screening process. We must get our candidates out on the ground early enough to work with the various teams in each constituency. I encourage all of you to come on board, work with various teams. There's a place in this campaign and in this party, a space and a place for everyone. I welcome you, I welcome you. Let's get it done. I just have two other matters I want to raise, and one has to do with education. Several spoke about education tonight, our speakers. I have always told you education is a passport out of poverty. Education is the only route, the only way for a better quality of life. And that is why we put in the Pandey government time, and in my time as Prime Minister, we put tremendous emphasis on education. One of the most disturbing issues plaguing the country now is school violence and crimes occurring both within and outside our nation's schools. A serious, serious matter. In the past 2 months, we have been inundated with headlines from the media of children being beaten to the point of hospitalization by fellow students, of children being traumatized by all the gunfire and murders taking place outside their schools in broad daylight while they learn. Government throws their hands up in the air, admit they have no answers. So now in TND, going to school is a risk. Going to school is a risky business to the lives of our children, to the lives of teachers, principals, staff, and even to the lives of parents who drop their children off to school or take them up after school. In TNT, A child going to school is now in danger of being bullied by fellow students, beaten viciously, taxed for their lunch money, even forced and threatened to join gangs by fellow students. Senator Naked yesterday in the press conference called for the intervention of protective services to protect our children and our schools. If you all remember, local government practitioners will remember, this was one of the points I spoke about in that local government election campaign, that we should put security and protective services inside and outside our schools to protect our children. The government must urgently call upon the Commissioner of Police, the head of Defence Force, to begin police and army patrols near our schools to keep our children safe. The government has failed to implement any policy or program to halt or reduce the school violence, as we're seeing in the media every single day. Now this is tied in with another issue, but I want to say, whilst I call on the government to do all of this, what I really call upon all of us to do is let us unite, let us get together and move them legally, politically out of government. And I give you the commitment, the UNC government will do it. When you put us back in office, we will do it. Everyone can talk, I say we listen. We must listen and show that we care. You must not be a thug as rowdy, as I say, rah-rah and ratty-ray. Most times people want to vent. And that's what I'm saying, people want somebody to listen, man. I heard Sandra John last evening in Shogunas. Girl, all you didn't do was break down in tears about what was happening in the African ground. Yeah. Brenda John, sorry. Brenda. Well, I know your for sure is John, eh? Okay, Brenda, forgive me. Yeah. Many people came forward in those anti-crime talks. You could hear the pain in their bellies. There was one mother in San Fernando at Naps College. That woman came to read how to shut up her daughter's face. She said, come here with my daughter. And she read it. So many others. They want someone to listen. Nobody in this government is listening to anyone about anything. They do not care. They just say, I call and ask, you have any children? You have children, man? And then she said, the PNM have children. Well, of course they have children, but the difference is the PNM children have round-the-clock security. Your children don't. Round-the-clock security being played by your taxpayers' dollars. So you know what it is like. Most times, as I say, people want to talk, they want somebody to listen. We are listening. We care deeply about what you have to say. The more you say, the more we will listen. I will tell you, your voices are what we heard when we built that Couva Children's Hospital over the road there. You know. It's the voices of the people. Our children were dying. They couldn't go abroad. We said, put down a first-class facility right here. 8.5 years later, they cannot open that hospital for children. Today, UNC and I, we commit, we will open the Couva Children's Hospital. I want to thank Senator John. I want to thank MP Munilal. They were the one's main players in the background, and Dr. Bodo behind that building that you see, that fantastic state-of-the-art building. It was your voices we heard when we built the National Aquatic Center and the cyclone velodrome right around in this vicinity here, just around the corner. In Tacarigua, we built a National Tennis Center, a world-class facility, just like our then Minister of Sport, Anil Roberts. He was the main man behind it. Your voices are what we heard when we built this Couva interchange right around here. Many of you would have taken that interchange to come here. And that's thanks to our Minister of Works and Transport. We heard your voices when we opened the National Enrichment Center for persons with disabilities. As I told you, guess what? They shut it down. Shut it down. Your voices are what we heard when we settled wage negotiations for thousands of workers, thanks to MP Riri Indar Singh, who was in the Ministry of Labour at the time. Thousands of negotiations settled. Your voices are what we heard when we built the UWI South Campus in DB. Why visit children from Point 14, from Labrain, from Faizaban, from Saparia, from Oropuch East, Oropuch West, Naparima, Moruga Tableland, Mayaro? Why must they be forced to come to squat in St. Augustine and pay rentals? And guess what? Their lives and security under threat. That's why we built that campus, you know. They say again, those detractors, they say we built it because it's penal and DB. We built it because one, the land was available there. Two, we had built that highway. And we're building the highway to go right down to Point. So it was a intersection that you could come from the north, the east, the west, the south, everywhere, and converge there. And you know, to be so short-sighted, we built it, yes, for those in the south and the central, but you know what that would have done as well? It would have created more space for students at St. Augustine. So the whole of the north and the whole of the corridor, you have St. Augustine for yourself, and the rest, the south and the central, no, up to today. The only time they used that DB campus was during the COVID. They used it as a sunshine facility. You remember when they attacked us up the border and said we say sunshine cures and deals with COVID? Well, them was putting out people staying at that DB campus every morning and evening to do what? To go and sun out. That's what they were doing. Because yes, it does help. I remember children, Michelle might remember, or Michelle, I think you're too young. A few others, when we were younger, there's your parents every morning, they get you up and put you outside, you know. You all remember that? You all remember? But that's what they did with that massive facility there. Now, we opened a nursing academy in El Dorado. Anybody remembers that? Nursing academy. To train our nurses, to train medical, technical professionals. Because that hospital in Cuba would have created over 2,000 jobs for the people of Trinidad and Tobago.
Ducky's Tent Rental. We're all about the best tents, high quality, with the best service at affordable prices. We'll make your event a memorable one. Located at Katwaru Trace, Pina, or give us a call 788-2262. Ducky's Tent Rental.
Final extension, no further extensions. The India In Style Expo at the Dome Mid-Center Mall will be closing on the 3rd of March. Big sale and huge discounts, a few days left. Everything must sell. India In Style Expo at the Dome at the Mid-Center Mall is definitely closing on the 3rd of March.
Just in time for Eid, the Fab India Expo opposite Medford gas station in Shogunas will be reopening on the 9th of March. We've got unique items available, one-of-a-kind Islamic outfits for male and female. We've got special gift items also available. Join us for iftar every day, also catering the best groom and bridal outfits. Get matching jewelry, footwear, makeup and all that you need. Multi-cuisine food court, reopening on the 9th of March. Fab India Expo opposite Medford gas station, Shogunas.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life. Because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
Val Park Chinese Restaurant. Experience the flavors of authentic Chinese cuisine for a romantic night out or a family dinner. Our newly renovated cozy atmosphere and professional friendly service makes dining with us an unforgettable experience. We have a well-equipped conference room that caters for meetings and corporate events for up to 50 persons. Safe and secure parking. Val Park Chinese Restaurant. open every day, including Sundays and holidays. Book your table today. Give us a call, 645-5474, 662-4540.
Are you ready to own your own home? But worried about time, money, and construction? We handle it all. With Docs, you can sleep in your dream. Make a down payment of $100K or $150K and we'll build a 2 or 3 bedroom home on your unused land. A home is an investment into your future, so let's help you invest wise, invest well. Payment plans available. We're only a call away.
Tile Expression Limited, the #1 leader in tiles. Large stock, unbeatable prices, wide variety of porcelain tiles, ceramic tiles, wall and floor tiles, residential and commercial, granite and quartz countertops. Best quality from Spain, Italy, Brazil, India and China. Tile Expression Limited, conveniently located Monroe Road, Kunapir. Telephone 693-0015 or 223-TILE.
Do you have back pain, neck pain, dizziness, blackouts, migraine headaches? Then you need to see us at Synapse Medical Services. Our innovative approach and patient-centered focus ensures that you receive the personalized care needed to fix your muscle weakness, memory trouble, or tingling in your hands or feet. WhatsApp us at 367-9368 or check out our website at www.synapsemedicaltt.com. Synapse Medical Services, building bridges to better outcomes, one connection at a time.
And that is why we set up that academy in El Dorado to train the students there to work in the hospital for training to get work. Our children here will have world-class facilities there, but no, out of spite, malice, ill will, up to today, they will not open it. And again, they use it for what? It took a pandemic to open it up for COVID patients. So these are some of the things that we did. Your voices are being heard when you wanted solutions to crime. We designed the biggest non-partisan anti-crime town hall talks in our country's history, and these are ongoing. Out of those talks, we are getting incredible solutions. We encourage your voices. Why? Because we do listen. We want to listen. We can never have a proper manifesto of policies and strategies of any worth without your voices, without your suggestions, without your recommendations. I could go on all night, how we care to make lives easier. I want you to remember it was your party. We decentralized the traffic, I mentioned already, right here in Couva. We'll do more of that. So keep talking. Everybody must keep talking because we are listening. Some people might not want to acknowledge these big wins your UNC gave to all of you. It is always, I repeat, always, TNT wins with UNC. TNT wins with UNC. All of TNT wins with UNC. And Professor Kojo gave us a line when he spoke last Saturday. He said, the real maxim is, great is the truth, and the truth shall prevail. And that tonight we heard many exposing the truth about the incompetence of the PNM, and we will continue to that. It is the truth. It is a fact. TNT wins with UNC. We have answered endless of your needs. We have told you thousands of times that we will do whatever it is legally to make your lives easier. We've given you many solutions. I have told you umpteen times about our plans to improve your lives. We've been caring, we've been telling and listening, and we are still listening. As I close, I just want to share two little stories with you. There's a person who works with me. His name is Kevin Gibbs, always in the back here doing something. And Saturday night, Kevin and I and a few others, we had a meeting, planning some messaging for the general election campaign, planning the Google ads and whatever. And he told me something, which to my surprise was repeated by the president of El Salvador. But Kevin told me before the president of El Salvador told the world. And it was this. This is a metaphor of the boiling frog. There's a metaphor of the boiling frog. That if you put the frog in a pot and you put the heat on and it starts hotter and hotter and hotter, that frog will stay inside there until it dies. Because it keeps saying, don't bother about that, don't bother. Because the temperature is rising so slowly. By the time he realized, he's dead already. And that's what's happening in the country now with the crime. That people are so complacent about it, it's just, okay, you hear crime today, crime tomorrow, child murdered, who murdered, wife murdered, woman murdered. All right, not me, that is not me, that is them. That's not here in my community. It's not, complacency is the word. That by the time you realize what happened, you are the one who is dead. Not the one up the road, not the one down the road, not on the side road. You end up dead in that pot of hot water. I want to share that with you. And so while we were fighting for water, fighting for justice, for pariah victims, accountability, fighting for you and your safety, there were others fighting us, which alone tells you their priority. My priority, our priority is you. My priority, our priority, now has always been the welfare of the people of TNT. You see that in everything this party does, from the hampers, the thousands of masks and hand sanitizers we gave out, the cooked food stuffs during COVID and during floods, if the IT crime talks, that's what we have been doing and will continue to do in service to people. We have been very fortunate for the support of so many of you who made this and so much more happen, and we are indeed grateful and will always be grateful to you. I repeat, join the general election 24-25 teams that have been operating. Contact your MP, your councillors in your area to get your teams off the ground. Our focus now is clearly directed. We are very focused on this general election. Again, I say, if you have suggestions and recommendations for a manifesto and want to help us in the campaign, please send to our party headquarters or send to one of the activists or parliamentarians in your area. JJ talked about sending people and so on. And I'm reminded of a verse from the Holy Text. That verse comes from the book of Isaiah. And there was a time when the people were weeping and wailing and gnashing their teeth because things were so bad. Weeping and wailing and gnashing their teeth. Things were so bad, and the people said, Lord, whom shall we send? Whom shall we send, Lord? There is so much suffering here now. Whom shall we send, Lord? And then Isaiah said, Lord, send me. Lord, send me. Tonight I say, Lord, send the UNC. We will rescue Trinidad and Tobago. We will rescue Trinidad and Tobago. I love all of you again. I look forward to seeing you next Monday for the anti-crime talks in Sandy Granley. Now the Granley boys come down to everything we have. True or not true? Any part of Trinidad. North, south, east, west, they are in every meeting. So please, let's agree to go up to Granley on Monday the 4th and give us support to the Granley crew when we see them up there next Monday. May God bless all of you. And to all our MPs, senators, with the exception of one or two, basically. Those who work, many are called, but few are chosen. That process will begin very shortly. May the good Lord continue to bless and keep you. May you reach home safely, and I look forward to seeing you all again. I thank you very much.
Who feel the white? I don't know. But it's settled tomorrow night. Who feel the wrong? Who feel the right? Come and go. And all who feel it too bright, let me jump up. let me wind up. Party non-stop. Ramaje tengo leque que te we come to play mass. Every creed and class, don't let nothing pass. Like a repetitive, all the love inside the way.